Fighting the coronavirus pandemic is not the only big battle India is fighting right now. ये जो India है ना, it is fighting a second big battle, and that is an economic pandemic. Look at these visuals. This is Pune railway station, packed with people with bigger worries than social distancing. And these are pictures at bus stands in Kolkata. Thousands of casual workers desperate to get back to their villages. They are waiters at restaurants that are shut, housekeeping staff at offices that are shut, loaders of goods at factories that are shut. They've been told, daftar, hotel, factory सब बंद है, salary नहीं है, घर जाओ, 2-3 महीने के बाद देखेंगे. Now multiply this scenario for industrial cities and big metros across India. Mumbai, Delhi, Gurgaon, Chennai, Coimbatore, Kochi, Surat, Ahmedabad, Ludhiana, Noida, Kanpur, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mangalore. Lakhs of India's working population suddenly with no jobs heading back to their villages, the direct and immediate result of the coronavirus lockdown. And an additional worry, if any of them are positive cases for coronavirus, then this exodus from the cities is one sure way of the pandemic to spread to rural India. Meanwhile, here are some figures we've taken from the Economic Times. Some of the big industries that have been hit by coronavirus. Be ready, these are scary statistics. The hotel and tourism industry employs 4 crore people. In the 12 months ahead, it expects 12 lakh job losses and revenue losses of 11,000 crore rupees. The aviation industry is a 2.2 lakh crore industry employing 3.5 lakh people. They expect 4,200 crore of losses between just April and June. India's retail industry is huge. It's a 59 lakh crore industry employing 4.6 crore people. If the corona crisis lasts 3 months, they expect 1.1 crore job losses. The restaurant industry employs 73 lakh people, of which 15 to 20% could lose their jobs. That's around 14 lakh people. The real estate industry, already in a slump, is looking at 35% job losses. Again, lakhs of jobs. The ride-hailing industry, meaning Ola and Uber, they have 5 million driver partners. The lockdown has led to a 40 to 50% drop in business, and this will only get worse in the weeks ahead as the country heads into full lockdown. Top car manufacturers Maruti, Hyundai, Honda have shut down their car production until further notice. That means even more layoffs. While Prime Minister Modi got us all to join in the Janata curfew and Tali Bajao, so far he has not shared any plan on how to deal with the looming economic crisis. For instance, the Modi government says it has opened over 38 crore bank accounts among the country's poorest as part of its Jan Dhan Yojana. Could an emergency direct cash transfer of even rupees 5,000 be made into each of these accounts? It will greatly reduce their immediate distress. Another firefighting suggestion, why not announce interest-free or low-interest bank loans for the next 3-4 months for medium, small and micro enterprises who don't have the deep pockets to tide over a short-term crash in business or demand? Why not get the RBI and India's mega banks to make major cuts in their lending interest rates? That would be an immediate boost for the economy. How about a 6-month suspension of EMI payments for those with home loans or business loans? How about reducing the price of petrol and diesel at a time when oil prices are at their lowest in years? That would give the public some spare spending money, which would create internal demand for Indian industry. While the Indian government is silent, other countries are fighting the corona and the economic pandemics simultaneously. The USA, even as its corona numbers are soaring, has also announced a $1 trillion fiscal stimulus package for its economy. France has announced a 45 billion euro package, and even Italy, worst hit by the pandemic, says it will spend 25 billion euros to restart its own economy. So why is the Indian government doing so little? Well, partly because the government itself is already short of money. From GST and from income tax, the Indian government's revenues are already way short of their own calculations. Instead of an expectation of 7.4 lakh crore in GST revenue, the government collected just 5.8 lakh crores in 2019, short by 1.6 lakh crores. In income tax, instead of an expected 5.2 lakh crores, they collected 4.7 lakh crores, a shortfall of another 50,000 crores. So the government doesn't have cash to offer as relief. On top of that, India's GDP growth is already at a low of 4.5%. Leading financial analyst Ruchir Sharma now says that in the year ahead, for India to grow at even 3% will be a miracle. He adds that the global economy is set to contract by 5%. Even China's economy will contract for the first time in 40 years. American stock markets have crashed 32% in 3 weeks. This is something that normally takes 1.5 years in the US in a bear market atmosphere. The Indian stock market has crashed by 35% in just 2 months. None of this has ever happened in either country's financial history. Given how acute the problem is, how never before it is, how we don't even know if the worst is over or yet to come, all one can say at the moment is, ye jo India hai na, if it wants to survive, we must urgently acknowledge that there is a huge economic pandemic as well, and then get serious about dealing with it.